You close your eyes, and the familiar walls slide away like curtains on a stage. The darkness isn't empty. It is an ocean vibrating with subtle frequencies. In that ocean, thoughts are no longer words, but flashes of light, scents, corridors you've never visited yet somehow know. People call this dreaming, but I call it what it truly is, a signal. For in the night, you are not merely resting, you are tuning in. Imagine yourself as a living radio, set among countless versions of you, each broadcasting on its own channel. By day, you lock the dial to who I am, just to keep up with work, schedules, and the roles you must play. But at night, the grip loosens. The dial shifts and whispers from another you slip through the cracks of consciousness. They are not borrowed stories, but handwritten letters sent from possible futures, unresolved pasts, or forgotten paths. Every dream is a stamp sealed on an invisible envelope. There are nights you revisit your childhood room, and that mysterious cabinet you never open. Why does it always appear? Because one of your other selves who did open it is trying to show you what's inside. When you wake, you call it a symbol. I call it coordinates. Dreams don't deliver through words, but through sensations, repetitions, and contrasts. The lock cabinet means secrets, the room means origin, and you, the dreamer, are the courier holding the envelope but not reading the letter. The fear or joy you feel in the dream isn't decoration, it's the ink itself. The stronger the emotion, the clearer the message. And then there are nightmares chased by shadows, pinned down by unseen weight, your body turned to stone. Don't rush to call them demons, see them as fire alarms. Another you has stepped too close to a cliff overloaded, pretending, betraying a promise, and is blowing the whistle so that you can turn the wheel here. Night terrors, endless corridors, falling teeth, we've all dreamed them, are universal signposts. Teeth falling means losing your voice. Corridors mean delayed decisions. Sleep paralysis means beliefs locking you down. No punishment, only a knock on the door. So how do you hear the whole letter? Don't chase each image like butterflies. Learn to listen as if standing at the shore, knowing every wave carries salt. Before sleep, don't pray for miracles. Ask a simple, honest question. What am I refusing to hear? Who am I living for? Where do I need courage? A clear question sharpens the antenna, and the dream adjusts its signal. When you wake, don't grab your phone. Lie still for one more minute. Close your eyes, and pull that final thread of the dream back to shore. Write down a few words. No need for perfection. You are photographing a lightning strike. Dreams are not just stages of the night. They are the software updates of your operating system. When you dream of wandering the same old path, the next morning you unconsciously choose a new route to work. When you dream of a stranger handing you a key, by evening you suddenly find the courage to make the call you've delayed. No magic tricks here, only the synchronization of parallel lives. Another you sends the button, and you, if you press it, watch the wall open. You might protest, but I dream of nonsense. Of course, letters from other worlds must pass through the customs of reason. To cross over, they wear disguises. That's why the messages arrive clothed in strangeness. Talking fish, flying cars, houses floating at sea. Don't mock the messenger for wearing a ridiculous hat. Open the envelope. Ask the core feeling, light or heavy, calling or rejecting, opening or closing. Feelings are the compass when language is in costume. And if you're afraid of believing too much, remember this rule. Dreams never command. They suggest. No other you has the right to steal your steering wheel. They only project possibilities you stubbornly ignore in daylight. The choice remains yours, and that choice itself is the sacred bridge between worlds. Tonight, before slipping into darkness, drop a single question, light as a leaf onto the lake of your awareness. From the other side, what do you want me to know right now? Then let go. The dream will answer in its own language. Tomorrow morning, when the first light brushes your eyelids, don't rise too quickly. Give yourself 6 breaths of grace to listen. You might see again that door from your dream, and this time, your hand is ready. Dreams are not yours, just as the stars don't belong to the eyes that gaze upon them. And for that very reason, they are real. They are messages smuggled across the border, sent by another you who loves you enough not to remain silent, patient enough to speak in the language of wind. Your task is not to explain them away. Your task is to reply. And every reply, sooner or later, becomes a living letter, short, honest, brave, sent back to the night sky. Are you ready to open the letter?